Hey guys, so today I'm giving you a little bit of a different video. Just coming back from my therapy appointment. I told, or most of you know, that I was going through burnout in 2024 and was in the hospital for a while. And yeah, this past week or these couple of weeks have been a little bit more difficult for me. Not only because of the workload, and of course I want to upload a video every single time for you guys and make sure that you have enough content to watch every single week, but also, and this I completely understand, it's been a difficult couple of weeks because of the statement I made and said that I stand for citizenship rights and democratic rights, and I've been attacked by people a little bit. So this has been a little bit of a difficult time for me, demanding from work-wise, and also that a wedge is driven between us, while all I want is to be able to connect with people, speak to people, maintain a loving and caring community, which I am with my Tinnitus.club and also here on this YouTube channel, and which are my values of being a tinnitus coach, right? So today, this video is a little bit more unedited and is a little bit more just about my journey, what this channel is about, and what I believe that you guys in your journey can do in order to find a little bit more connection and less loneliness with this condition. Because I know that when I feel very edgy and I've had a little bit of a difficult week anxiety-wise, then what I often need is connection, and I need to feel like I'm heard and people understand what I'm going through is very, very, very important for me. So yeah, let's do the intro very quickly and then continue with the video. Welcome. So yeah, as I said, I think in general, I think it's, tinnitus can be really isolating, and then most people tell me that they feel like they're the only one experiencing it, and that this is the most difficult part with tinnitus, that you're feeling completely isolated and you feel like no one else is going through what you're going through. And that's actually not true, right? 15 to 25 people experience tinnitus, and a lot of people experience tinnitus. So it's something that is very, very common to so many of you guys. And the way that you feel with it is something that is then even more isolating, right? Because all of these feelings of anxiety, despair, anger, and all of this that comes with the experience is, of course, incredibly isolating. And to be able to, to connect with people and to share that experience and to know that what you are doing and what you're going through is not unique, but it's something that happens to millions of people all over the world, is, I think, a very, very beneficial thing to have. And that's one of the reasons why I have a lot of very good friends that I'm able to talk about. Like, I'm in a community that is there for community hosts who, have difficulty sometimes with their stuff and running a community. So therefore, my pledge for today is whether you do it here on YouTube, whether you connect with some people here on YouTube that are in a similar road where you are, the most important part, I think, for most of us is that we're able to say we're no longer alone with this. Because these feelings of loneliness and isolation, they do one thing and one thing only. They make you focus more. They make you perceive it more. They make you get into the same vicious cycle of thoughts and feelings. And in the end, what happens is you become more stuck, and habituation actually goes further away from you than you being able to achieve it or building up what you need to be building up in order to be able to get better with it, right? So the primary thing here, and this is the point that I want to make today. Let me just close the door here. The primary point that I want to make today is that, of course, you do not have to go through this alone. And you do not have to feel like you're the only person in the world that is going through this. Because there are so many other people, and I personally built this space having in mind that we need to support people, that we need to inspire people, that we need to show people that it is possible, and that through that you get the ability to feel that things are not as bad as they seem often. And let me just turn on the lights. Echo Büro on.
Okay.
Echo Neon on.
Okay.
There we go. And now I'm just looking for something to sit down on. Yeah. So ultimately, I think what I wanted to share with you guys today, and the message that I have for today, is that, we all go through more difficult times. My channel is here to provide a support network for you. My Tinnitus.club and the 12-week program that is based on acceptance and commitment gives the framework within you can practice all of these tools that help your brain understand that tinnitus is not dangerous, that you can realize that it can turn into background noise. And the most important part is that you are not doing this within like an app where you just watch some videos by yourself and follow some steps, but that you're doing it together with other people, that you meet people from other places in the world where they might not be from the same country as you are, but they all have the same values. They all have the same experience with their tinnitus, and you can share that with them. And that's the beauty of our community. And that is very unique. Because I know there's a lot of apps for tinnitus out there. I know there's a lot of channels. I know there's a lot on sound masking and CBT and stuff. And yes, we have CBT. And in my opinion, ACT is one step better than CBT. Because it also works a lot with how we feel. And you can see a lot of these videos on my channel. But in general, the most important part is, and what I get mirrored from people all the time, is that you no longer feel alone, and you're able to practice all of these things together with people who experience exactly the same as you are. So if there's only one thing that I can tell you today, is that if you are managing to connect with people through the comments on YouTube or through our community platform, then just give it a try, honestly. This is the thing that has helped so many people not feeling alone anymore, living by the values of a community, still being able to, practice all the stuff that we have in the 12 weeks course and all the additional material on acceptance and commitment therapy that you can learn. But really the most important part, and also the part for your nervous system to say, I'm fine, other people have also been through this, so I can do it too, right? And yeah, that's basically it for today. That's what I wanted to share with you. And since I told you at the start of the video that it was a little bit of a difficult week for me, there is no super edited, super polished, super beautiful whatnot video, but it's just me talking a little bit about, me being human as well. I'm a human being. I try to do my best. I know that I try to stand for what I believe is right. I know that every person stands for what they believe is right. And the most important part for me is that we should be able to keep a dialogue. And that's the most important thing in a democracy, right? That we keep a dialogue with each other, that we show care and appreciation for each other, that we know that we want to support each other no matter what. And that's been quite hurtful for me in these past 2 weeks with the political tensions and the difficulties after the statement I made. And a lot of work right now as well in coaching and in the community, but I'm very grateful for being able to do this. I'm grateful for being a tinnitus coach here on YouTube with over 100,000 subscribers. I thank every single one of you for subscribing, liking and commenting if you found this video was helpful. And I can announce that I'll soon be able to do a proper webinar on the full strategy of how ACT and community interact in our community. And I will let you know in a video once that releases and where you can sign up for that webinar. All right. I wish you guys all a good weekend, and I'll see you in next week's video. All right. Bye-bye.